Hello guys and welcome to our channel. Today I'm actually doing a quick just I don't want to say tutorial because there's so many tutorials, but just pretty much how I do my makeup. I am getting ready to go to a wedding. So from ugly dog, let's make this happen. I already started with my moisturizer, and I want to show it once again. This moisturizer that I use daily, it has it also has sunscreen protection, and this is from the Drug Facts, and it's a great not only sun protector but also a great moisturizer, and it's called the Everyday Single. I also went ahead because I have big pores around here on my cheeks and forehead. I went ahead and I use from Benefit the Pore Professional all over my face. Pretty much has primer, and then I went ahead and hopefully I have the also from Benefit the cream one. Oh, this one right here. Okay, and that one I use just pretty much for my T section right here, forehead and over here. Okay, as you guys see, because I have those dark spots, I had explained in another video, because I had done a peeling and then it just pretty much, pulled that skin, under my skin. That's pretty much how they explain it. Well, I got those dark spots. So usually I don't do this often, but because it's a wedding, I'm trying to do more, of a heavy, makeup and more coverage, if that's how, we could say. So I usually tend to use very lightly, something red, and I usually use like a lipstick. So I just tap a lipstick just like that, and I tend, and sorry guys, I'm using you guys as my mirror. So I tend to do this, it looks so funny, just so that I can blend and help my skin through this and have better coverage. And I also do it a little bit here. And here. And on my forehead, you see that spot? Right there. Okay, so now I go in with my full coverage base, and I use a 2W2 Rattan from Estee Lauder, and it also has an SPF of 15. So I try to protect my skin very well of the sun because of what happened to me. I know a lot of people love sponges, and I love them too. I use them, but for my base, or preference, I found out that a brush for me works a lot better than anything. So I'm not gonna go into details on the numbers of brushes or anything like that, just because I think we're constantly changing. This is one from e.l.f., not expensive. I have expensive and inexpensive, products. So I just pretty much tap that. And by the way, guys, I am not, not a professional or anything like that. Just like all of you, I love makeup. I've learned through all the years. You see how much it covers it? So I just pretty much do tap, 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 tap throughout my face. I'm not the type of person that I like so much my skin to look oily, just because I have an oily skin. So I usually try to put a lot of moisturizer, because by the end of the day, it's pretty much over. So what do you guys use? Do you guys have dark spots just like me? Do you have any tricks that you use? What do you do? And guys, I'm truly trying to hurry up because, like always, I'm late. Let me see if I can find or use another mirror so it could help me better. I do a lot of tap, 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 and it truly gets kind of tiring. But I truly find that it works so much better for me when it comes to coverage. And when it comes to working out my hands. Have it ever happened to you guys where you've painted like half of your face or an eye or half of an eye? That's happened to me and I've gone crazy. I'm like, I look at just one and I'm like, what the heck? I forgot mascara on that eye. I'm sorry guys, this is the first time I do this. I hope I'm not boring you guys, because trust me when I say it's so hard to just talk and do this at the same time. Okay, so now I go in with my powder, which I'm using the 3W1 Townie, and it's a double wear, also a high coverage. Again, I'm going to a wedding, so I'm trying to, go heavy on the makeup. And this is also from Estée Lauder. That's the color and the shade. And I tap as well. Okay, so I use another brush, a little bit more softer on the skin. Okay, you guys see the coverage right here? Hopefully you guys could see that. Okay, next step, I go in with, here you go. I go in with a Wet n Wild. This has no number, but it has that little shade. And I do my contour with a 375 Toffee from Revlon. It's a powder. I love it. I love it a lot. And what do? I just put right here. And then I tend to, you see the difference? Like blend it. And then I go right on my forehead because I sure do have a big forehead. So I try to minimize that. And blend and blend and blend. Okay, and here I do the line again. But then I blend it. And then I blend here too. But you still see it there, you see? Mm-hmm. It's working, mommy, it's working. Mm-hmm. And then right here, because we want to make sure we could disappear that double chin. And we go down. Okay, and guys, I'm 38 years old, so pretty much this makeup is more for, you know, ladies my age. I don't go maybe, you know, crazy on detail because I don't have that much experience. So which all ladies should just go ahead and do their makeup and feel beautiful because we are all beautiful. So for my under eye, and I use Tarte Shape Tape, and this one it's in the color 228 light beige. I usually would use the light neutral, and I think I like that one more. I think I made a mistake and I got this one. This one tends to be a little bit too light for me, but es lo único que hay, so we gotta use it. So do that typical square. And I also use it right here, guys. Right under that line that I just made. You see the difference? And then I go down right here. And then I make sure I go a little bit lighter here and here. Okay? So, and I just make sure I go down on here. And as you can see, you create that shade, that separation that helps us look, you know, a little bit thin on our face. You see? And just tap on that line. And here I like to tap again. And soon I will be baking myself como una little cookie. So how's the weather where you guys are at? Here in Louisiana, our weather is having a bipolar attack. we woke up this morning at 37. Now it's like 60 something. Tomorrow we're gonna be in the 70s. And probably the following day you'll be able to go to the beach, because you just never know here. Okay, so now that I think I'm looking cute, I'm gonna go and powder or bake myself with the Airspun original formula, and that's the brand. And it smells so good. For you ladies, I don't know if you guys would remember something that used to be called Maja. I think it was called Maja. It was a product from Spain. It smells just like that, and it reminds me of my abuelita. So I'm baking myself right here before we start with our makeup, or eye makeup, sorry. So I'm baking it. Okay, I'm gonna go just like that and be like, I'm looking cute. And then right where I put that white, I'm gonna put some in there as well. Right here, and right. Let that baking cook. Let that little bake cook. Just like that. Oh, and look who's here. Dianita just got here. And Fernando started going crazy. So now that we're done with that, it's time for my eyebrows. Okay, so I use this pencil from e.l.f. I've tried several of them. I love NYX as well. But NYX after a while, could get expensive. And this one does, the job. Which is right, this one. Oops. And the color I am using, it's called Taupe, I think. Number 21721. So I just brush my eyebrows. And because I have microblading, it's a lot easier. So pretty much all I do is just make them a little bit darker, more defined. Sorry guys for the noise behind me. That's Diana, because she's hungry. So she's cooking herself something. She's working on something for you guys too. We've just been so busy that we haven't had the chance to complete. Between her school and work, it's been very hectic, but we're still together. We haven't broken up. Está bonita, está bonita. And voila. I think. Sorry guys, I was getting a phone call. And now I am going to use also from e.l.f. This is the clear for your eyebrows. It looks just like this. Just to give it that look, mommy, that look. of being peinadita, like being brushed. Right here. Right here. So they look more together. My husband is showing me how he looks right now. He looks cute, very serious, but he looks cute. Very handsome. So I'm gonna go over and brush them a little bit and go again with the pencil. Okie dokie. So now I am going to be using my James Charles from Morphe palette. And this is one of my favorite brushes. It's a Morphe, an M573. I don't know, me siento como una... Voy a pintar. Okay, so I usually go in with a very soft, and I'm gonna be using, let me see, just so I can make sure I could give you guys the right color. It's actually called Punch Me. Qué agresiva. So let's start using Punch Me. Just to give that base look. And guys, usually for the base look that I tend to use for my eyes, if it's something that it's neutral, I tend to use the same one for my nose. Just because I feel since you have to pull it all the way to your eyes, you tend to give like everything just belongs together. Just like that. And you give that soft look. You see? Like it looks like it all goes together. Very light, nothing major. Okay. So now I think I'm gonna go with my browns, just because you can never go wrong with your browns. So I'm going to go now with the tea color, just for that, you know, darker color that would give Did you also open your mouth? Like just like when you're feeding the baby? Like I gotta, so. And guys, I use brushes, but I'm Also never afraid of using my fingers. I think that the fingers are just great tools to give that beautiful blend. So I am not just a lady of brushes. I'm also a lady of fingers. So now, to give it that little shine, I am going with a more flat brush, and this is from e.l.f. as well, and it says just eyeshadow brush in letter C. It's flat like that, and I am going to choose color So Good. That's what it's called, So Good. It has a little bit of glitter, and I'm just gonna try it to see how I like it. How do you guys like it? I think I'm liking it. Which is the same one I'm going inside. Guys see it? Okay. And it also has my dress, a little bit of purple, but I'm not gonna go nothing crazy with purple. Maybe just a little touch right here, just so that I could help the transition of the other color. You know, like a little detallito. Guys, I'm not an expert, so please don't judge me. Oh, they look like Mardi Gras colors. Oh, look at that. And then I'm gonna go back with that brown color that I used because I don't want it to get lost. So, okay. I don't know if you guys are able to see more. Let me see. Do you see it? Can you guys see it? Okay. So now, guys, I am gonna put you guys in pause into my eyeliner, because if I do it with you guys, it's gonna be a disaster. Okay, guys, so I already made that line. I am not an expert in that line. I always do this where I put black on there. I don't know why. I don't know why. But I could fix it later on. So now, and by the way, guys, I do not know how to put fake eyelashes. So all I do, I have pretty, you know, pretty long eyelashes. So that helps me a lot. So I tend to brush them and play with them with my mascara until I get the look, mommy. And all I use is black of L'Oreal. I've been using this one since I was a teenager. It's my best friend. So remember to always turn it around, not do this. Tends to damage it. So this is what I do, and hopefully you guys could capture it. I open my eyes very wide and I start brushing to the side and to the back and to the side. Reason why I do this because usually people ask me if I have fake eyelashes, and I don't. So I don't know if it's because of my technique or because I just do have a lot. Of hair there. So I brush and I brush. Actually, it takes me a little bit of time, but for me, it's worth it. It gives me the look. It gives me the look, mommy. So I don't know if you guys could see it. I'll probably show more of a close-up. And how often do you guys go to weddings? Like here in Miami, it used to be so much popular, and we pretty much had sometimes 2 weddings in a month. This is actually the first wedding I'm going after 6 years. So either I don't know a lot of people, or it's not very common anymore. Not sure. I also tend to put a little bit here, and I tend to go very lightly just because my hair are so long that then it could look a little bit funny. You see how long they look? So let me work on the other one so I won't make this video so long. Okay, guys. Like I mentioned, because this is a wedding look, I'm going more heavy on my makeup. I don't do this, you know, daily. I am going to go a little bit more into detail here in my eye, just so that you can see or take care of any mistakes I've made that I don't know yet. And I'm gonna go just to give more emphasis on my eyebrows right here. And again, I'm using my fingers just because thankfully I can. And I love it. Now, I'm taking out any of that baking powder excess. And I'm putting my blush, which is actually not a blush, it's eyeshadow that I like to put because I can never find any combination. So for that, I'm using Skip and Single. No, and Love That. That's the name. So I'm very careful when I do this. And you guys remember that the blush does not go on top of your, what's that called? Of your contour. So I just tend to smile a little bit, you know, and go in circles. Guys, I always put a little bit on my nose and on my chin and right here. Go higher. And now I am gonna go with my highlighter palette, which is from Revolution. And I love it just because it has all this variety. You guys can see it. And how do I do this? I get my glitter brush. And this is from RT. And pretty much, I always use this two in the corner. Or if I want to go more purple, like this time, which I don't mind, I'll do, and some gold. And I'll put it right on top of my lip. And right on top of my cheeks right here. My nose. Right here. Because I want to make sure they're looking at that eyebrow. Right there. And right on my chin. And who's glowing? I'm glowing. Okay. So I want to make sure I give you a better look. Of how it's looking. You see that? Okay. So this is the hardest part for me. Why? Because I am not a lipstick person. Why? I don't know. I always like heavy eyes, light on the lips. But again, this is a wedding, so I am trying to go and do something different, something that I never do. So I don't know, what am I gonna wear? So I'm gonna go with my lip liner. It's actually a Mary Kay lip liner. And I never go outside of my lips. Just inside, and I tend to kind of color the inside. So, what color am I gonna wear? I don't know. I have a brown. So kind of a purple. Maybe I could risk myself and go this dark. Oh, wow, baby. Even my dog thinks I'm hot. Wow. Okay guys, so I'm gonna go really quick to fix my hair and I'll give you guys the final results. See you soon. Okay dokie guys, so this is yours truly, ready for that wedding. These are the earrings I'll be using. So hope you guys like the little tutorial, not tutorial, but at least how I do my makeup. I thought it was pretty fast. So let me know what you guys thought. So until then, thank you for watching and until next time, bye.